Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Milton Borges, and I'm here to speak about materials, or at least the concept of materials design, the development of materials. I live in Neiva right now, but I love traveling all around. In fact, one of the things I like to do the most is learning from my coworkers or the people I found in the path. In fact, I think in myself as a sponge, in a good way as a sponge. The conception of materials development decades ago. Textbooks and language laboratories. What was the conception of material development decades ago? Most of the countries point English to be a global language, the global communication language. That's to say, English has become the worldwide communicative language. Due to its big influence, people all along have been teaching based on textbooks. But what happened? Those textbooks are not always available or not always updated. In fact, most of the time, textbooks aren't as updated as we need, as the students need to fulfill our needs. Some decades ago, on a book titled Material Development in Language Theory, I'm reading, by Tomlinson. It had a little references of the use of computers, of CALL, C-A-L-L, computer-assisted language learning. But in fact, it wasn't too much. It was a little thing. It wasn't remarkable. The time goes by, materials have been demanding for students and teachers interaction. So that's why the materials design has some demands and some components. Let's check what this is all about. Material development, what it demands. It should permit an insight moment. What it demands. Language teaching demands a huge amount of processes. Let's see some of them, not too much. Number one, materials should give or achieve an impact. If the student feel impact, feel emotion, the material is good. Number two, materials should cooperate with learners' opportunities to get communicative goals. Their goals, not the teacher goals, the student goals. Number three, the content should be seen as relevant by learners as it could be possible. If the learners seen the material relevant, important, so it will be good. Number four, teachers should take into account that positive effects take time. So good things take time due to students' different speeds, students' different styles of learning. Number five, materials should permit insight moments, moments of reflection, moments on good revelations, moments of this kind of light in the student's eyes. So that's to say that materials shouldn't be over-controlled. No, materials should give opportunities for outcome and opportunities for outcome feedback. 6, materials should be flexible, or at least flexible enough to let the students' styles come naturally. Creating and adapting learning material components. Building, recycling, and sequence. Creating and adapting learning material components. Some of the components are, number one again, components need assessment. Always, assessment is a process for future decisions. Number two, setting goals and objectives without crystal clear objectives doesn't give a sense of guide, doesn't give a sense of direction. So I should have a path, a crystal clear path, an objective clear as it is possible. Number 3, you should design a concrete syllabus. So, of course, students and teachers need to interchange, and the field of interaction is the syllabus. Number 4, selecting and developing material and activities, it shouldn't be at random. No. Being in control of these choices, it takes you and makes you make good decisions. Number 5, organization of the contest activities, or the famous sequence, the scope. And this is based on 3 main stones. Well, I used to call them stones. Number 1, A, building from the simple to the complex, to the singular to the general, to the small to the big. Number 2, A, recycling learning challenges in a new skill area, in a new focus. Recycle the old to the new skill area, to the new focus. Number 3, A, consistent sequence to fulfill objectives within a period of time. Final thoughts. I'm thinking in the 4th question, the role of the teacher when designing materials. This is a globally and unpredictable world, and we can see nowadays teachers involved, an active role between students and teacher context. Teachers give tools, teachers give context and ways to use these tools. We also see teachers that we should tend into a multiculturalism to build an impact. An impact is one of the words I want to use a lot of the time, because when we make an impact, we can change something in a positive way. We should give equity-minded instructions, because not always and not everybody learn at the same pace. Not always and not everybody. And finally, we should incorporate the student choices by knowing them. As much as we can know our students, that's why they could understand us, could give us the best they have. And don't forget to say thank you. So thank you for the patience. Thank you for listening to me, and we'll meet you on the path. Hopefully we could become friends. Bye everybody.